You're absolutely right. In fact, he broke into, the entertainment industry with television. He was the most, popular face on television, and one of the most, one of the very few actors who went from television to the film industry and made it really big in films as well. Not too many people have been able to do that, and he was a very popular. A favorite son, so to speak, on the small screen, and a favorite husband, and all of those things too. Ankita Lokhande with their very very popular show, and of course, then he went. He done such wonderful movies. It's Kai Poche. He's had. He has.
Hold on right there, Pia. Our entertainment editor is now with us. He's joining us. We've got Sushant Mehta joining us as well. He's an entertainment editor. Sushant, what are you picking up on Sushant Singh Rajput, who's found hanging in his own Mumbai home, has taken away his own life? Do we know any reason why the actor was compelled to take this last option available? I mean, what is it that drove him to the edge despite being such a successful icon?
It's deeply disturbing and unbelievable for me. It's very shocking because I knew Sushant Singh Rajput since the day that he began working on the big screen. Obviously, he was, as Pia said, a huge small screen star, and he made that transition beautifully from Kai Poche, and especially with MSD. I think Mahendra Singh Dhoni was his big biopic, this big blockbuster film that he did. But after that, you saw, Sushant really, after MSD, did not have the same kind of graft that he wanted for himself. But having said that, he had a huge sleeper hit with Chichore. That was sort of his comeback film. Nobody expected that film to do so well. It did really well at the box office, very well received by the critics. But Sushant Singh Rajput, as much as I knew him, was a private person, personal. He kept to himself, but he always shared his life. It's sort of ironical on social media. He used to have these huge lists. My dreams. These are my 100 dreams. What do I want to do before I die? These are my 100 dreams. I want to go, I want to jump out of a plane. I want to go bungee jumping. I want to do so many push-ups. It was a fitness streak. So ultimately, I think once again, we have to revisit this entire episode of what's happened with Sushant Singh Rajput and other stars, including what's happened to his manager, reportedly. A few days ago, of the kind of trauma and the kind of stress and the kind of loneliness really that these big stars go through each and every day. Being at a pinnacle, being at a point in your life where you are that superstar, you tasted that superstardom. But when you have to sustain that, you have to work. There's competition, there's a lot written about you. Their relationships. There are a lot of angles that go into making these big superstars. Once again, I think extremely sad day. He was so young.
34 years old, Sushant. 34.
He was always, he was in a